Rachel and Aaron here. We get asked all the time for one recipe in particular. It's so creamy, it's decadent, it's also very nutritious food. It's one you can raise on your own. You can do it at a very small scale. And what I'm talking about are pickled quail eggs. So what this video is, instead of writing down my recipe and giving it to people, I'm just making this video because I'm kind of bad about writing down my recipes.
Really bad.
We make a lot of pickled chicken eggs, and we got quail 2 years ago. And the difference between a chicken and a quail egg is the creaminess of the yolk. They're obviously a little bit smaller, but the flavor is phenomenal. It's a slightly more porous egg, so it will absorb the flavor of the brine a little more aggressively. That combined with the creaminess of the yolk make these something that's just mind-blowing when you try them for the first time. We're gonna share with you how we make these today, right here, right now.
Oh yeah. Yay. Get in there. Silly little birds. Who's laid those all the way back there?
Not all pickled eggs are delicious. If you go to the store and you try to find a really good pickled egg,
this one tastes like crap. This one tastes like crap. This one tastes like crap. I have not had these, but they look like they would taste like crap.
I've never purchased a pickled egg from a store that didn't taste sweet. We're gonna make ours delicious in a little bit different way. Very simple recipe. Here are some of the key ingredients. Apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, garlic powder, cumin, paprika, salt,
Really?
and water. So that's the basic ingredients. Now you can add anything spicy you want. If you like growing extremely hot peppers, like boot holokia, which is what I have right here, you can crush some of these up and put them in there. The eggs don't take the brine super aggressively, so you can put extremely hot things in this brine and the eggs will only really mildly take it on. So make them as spicy as you want. I'm just gonna show you the base recipe right here though, because this is how I get my kids to eat these things like candy.
That's good.
And quail eggs. I didn't throw those. Get your water going to a rolling boil, put your eggs in, leave them in for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, then pull them out and cold shock them, which means dump them into some ice water. Doing that's gonna also make them a little easier to peel. All right, for our receptacle, we're just gonna put them in a quart jar. If you don't have these reusable lids, these things are super awesome. And these do need to be in the refrigerator. We're not gonna be making these shelf stable today. You can make pickled eggs shelf stable, but it's kind of a whole nother thing. And to be honest with you, it always costs you some flavor. So this brine is 40% apple cider vinegar, 40% Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire, 10% soy sauce, and the other 10% water. Onion is a key little ingredient here. One, they taste phenomenal when you add them to the pickled eggs. They don't really do a lot to the flavor of the eggs, but if you're raising your own quail, most of the time you're gonna find you want to do all the eggs up when you do it, and you got an odd amount of space in the jar. So if I'm doing 3 or 4 jars, I'll take up whatever, if I got a half a jar, and I'll just cut up enough onions to make up the difference so I've got all full jars. And the onions taste phenomenal in this brine. So 5 dozen fills the jar just perfect for the quart jar. There's the last one. I'm gonna do a half cup. For measurement's sake, I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm doing. By the way, I don't even know that I could write this down if I wasn't making it at the same time. So half cup Worcestershire. Le Perron or something like that will work. It's a table Worcestershire. There are marinating Worcestershires that cost a fraction of the price. This is about $7 at a food service store, Gordon Food Service, versus trying to do it out of Le Perron. It's a lot more expensive. So this will save you money, and to be honest with you, it tastes better for a marinade. A little shot of soy sauce. We'll call that a 1/8 of a cup. These 4 seasonings here are the key. Garlic powder, cumin, paprika, and salt. If we didn't use apple cider vinegar, you really don't need to use much salt because the Worcestershire and the soy sauce would become the primary base and they have an ample amount of salt in it. Since we did use some apple cider vinegar, we're gonna supplement the salt. I'm gonna say about a teaspoon. I need reading glasses. About a teaspoon of salt. Salt's a preservative too. So don't be afraid to oversalt it. If you do oversalt it, you can always add water later to bring it back down. And again, that keeps it very safe. You also cannot really over season this because the eggs don't really take the brine aggressively. Oh, what is that? Teaspoon. Let's call it a teaspoon of paprika.
I'd say old man disease is setting in.
Teaspoon of garlic powder. Rachel's favorite, cute men. That's me. I'm gonna stir it up, pour it in, stick it in the fridge. That's all we gotta do. There won't be any onions in this one because I didn't save any space. It smells so good. Let's see how I did eyeballing the amount. Came up a little short. We just give a little shot of Worcestershire apple cider vinegar to top it off. Put a lid on, stick it in the fridge for 3 days, and they're ready to eat. And if they make it till day 3 before you try them, good luck. So this batch is probably 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks in here. The last time we did it, we made 4 jars. This is the 4th jar. All have been eaten.
Some of them aren't real pretty, but.
And yeah, you know. Cheers. Forgive me? Those are some delicious eggs. I just hope you enjoyed the recipe. Let me know if you try it out and it works for you, or if you're somebody who I made this video specifically for, Tabby. Hope you enjoy it. Still mad at me.